Good morning, y'all. So we got to get into this interview that Arionne and Martell did with Marsau's side chick. And let me just hurry up and break it down as quick as I can. So the side chick says she met Marsau and Marsau took her back to Credit One and they was getting it cracking at Credit One. She also said that Marsau flew her out to Vegas and Martell was on this trip. And this is back when Marsau was like the manager of the movie theater at Monaco, whatever. And she said she was in Vegas and her Maurice and Marsau were in the same room together, and she was sloppy drunk and she kept like messing up his name and talking about Marcel and all kinds of stuff, which was weird. But to me, I just think the bitch was sloppy. But anyways, so Arionne asked her, well, you didn't feel uncomfortable being in the room with them? And she was like, no, well, we was drinking and we went back to the room. We was tired. And then I'm summarizing. She was like, me and Marsau was getting it cracking. And then Maurice wanted to join in. So she's like, that's the first time I had something in my cookie and something in my mouth at the same time. It was fun. So y'all, the brothers ran a choo-choo on the side chick. Like, I knew they were nasty, but that's like an extra level of nasty. Are y'all out here hitting stuff with your brother? What? That is the nastiest of the nastiest. Like, she said allegedly that they got it cracking, the two brothers and her. And that was not the first time. They also got it cracking back in Huntsville, she said, at Credit One. So, Kimmy, knock, knock, knock. Where you at, girl? Because you was just on the episode last night with so much heat for Melody because Melody was asking why your man got red on his lips in his, mugshot, and why was he out all night getting arrested at 12 a.m. It just make sense because y'all, all I could think about was this. Check this out.
What about these rumors that at Credit One there's sex parties going on after hours?
Bit above. My office used to be above Credit One, and there were no sex parties. However, him, you, Sadaric, Marsau, they would hang out. Part of the reason even they wanted black was they wanted a place where they could go and hang out.
And do what?
Like, listen to music, drink, play cards.
So, Kimmy, I'm gonna say this to you. I may be a gay man. I can assure you, no man is hanging out after hours listening to Beyonce Renaissance album.
No, I don't think they were.
3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't think
they're not
they were.
listening to music.
No. He was not my man.
So you guys weren't
let's
dating
start
at that
there.
time?
No.
Okay.
No. And they always would have these little functions downstairs, and I would ask them.
That would involve women being there.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like, most of the time, it was a whole bunch of guys.
Just make sure you understand that Marsau was there a lot less than everyone else. Is that true?
But Marsau was there. So.
Kimmy, you just confirmed that they would be having parties at Credit One, but your slow ass think that they down there playing music. She said that Maurice, Marsau, Ladaric, all of them, they needed a spot to hang out. Girl, according to this chick and Martell, they wasn't just hanging out. They was bending chicks over chairs because they didn't even have a bed up in there. The chick described what Credit One looked like. And Martell was like, well, they redecorated it now. So describe what it looked like then. She was like, well, it had a big round table in there and it had different rooms. But he was like, did it have beds? She's like, no, it didn't have no beds. And then Arionne was like, so where y'all do it at? She's like, in the chair. And then Arionne was like, Martell, you love them chairs. But then Martell said he never got a crack in there. Martell, just keep it real with Arionne. Like, it seemed like she don't care what you do. She know that you mess with Sheree for camera time. She know that you mess with Destiny. And she just let you do your thing because she just happy to be there. But anyways, so Marsau was actually on this trip in Vegas when the girl was there. And I guess the girl was having to come out of her pocket to pay for clothes, pay for food. And he was like, nah, you need to make Marsau pay for that. You don't need to come out your pocket. He brought you out here. So she was like, yeah, that's right. So she started asking Marsau for money, whatever. And then after the trip, when she went back home, I guess she thought about it like, I didn't spend $200 or $300. He didn't give me my money. So he called her. She called Marsau and was like, yeah, you know what? You owe me money. He was like, for what? She was like, I spent money when I was out there. I need my money. Girl, he wasn't trying to give it to her. So she was like, if you don't give me my money, I'm going to tell your wife that you're cheating on her. And he was like, he told her that he was going to unalive her if she told his wife. He's like, you ain't going to mess up my marriage. If you mess up my marriage, I'm going to mess up your life. So this is when Arionne was like, oh, Marsau don't play about Tisha linebacker ass, which I thought was funny because, she always be calling chicks linebackers, whatever. But the side chick was like, you know, Marsau, don't be having me in a situation when you got a crazy wife. And Arionne was like, who crazy? And she was like, his wife. And then Martell tried to agree. And then Arionne was like, girl, she ain't crazy. She ain't finna do nothing. She ain't finna step behind Marsau. She not finna step behind nobody. She's slow. And she was like, I know she's slow because she's like, I had talked to one of Marsau's side chicks. And this is what I think is Martell's cousin. Because again, we back to Martell's cousin. What is her name? The hairdresser. Alonda. And let me tell you why I think it's Alonda, because Arionne goes, please, Tisha ain't finna step behind Marsau. Tisha is slow. Because I been on the phone. Arionne said she been on the phone with a woman that messed with Marsau that he had an affair with. And she said that Tisha been on the phone with her telling her, please don't say certain things. Now, is that not what Martell just told Destiny in the other episode? That Tisha be on that respectful cheating. Tisha knows what Marsau got going on. She be coaching his women. And where do you think he gets that from? He's getting that from his cousin Alonda, allegedly. Come on, let's put two and two together. And this is why I say this, because this is a video that Tisha made Alonda do on live when there was rumors about Alonda messing with Marsau.
Male hairstylist, and she.
Tisha, why you keep calling that lady male hairstylist? That is Martell's cousin. Call her what she is. Stop saying male's hairstylist and you hear Marsau, who? Because he know that's not what she is. Anyways.
Alonda, thank you for your time. We're going to make this short. We just want to straighten out some facts and, some rumors that's been spreading out over the weekend.
I received a text message from someone stating that you and Marsau was in a relationship for over 3 years. They said that Marsau bought you a matching Mercedes like his, and you didn't know that Marsau was married. Can you clear up or state your part in any of those things?
Well, I'm not Marsau's mistress, okay? I would never, ever deliberately try to mess up anyone's marriage, come between anyone's family. That's just not me. I would never, ever stand for something like that. Of course, I can't control what people say. They say what they say.
Tisha, now who is coaching who? It sounds like you coaching her a little bit. And she didn't say she didn't mess with your man. All I heard her say was she wouldn't deliberately come between someone's marriage. That sounds like, I didn't know your man was married type of ish. She didn't tell me that. I didn't hear nothing about like, oh, that's not true. She said, I wouldn't deliberately come between someone's marriage. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. It's just all to prove how they be lying. And Tisha, I think she do know a little bit. I think she do know a little bit. Okay, do y'all remember when Tisha was just on Carlos's YouTube channel and she was trying to drag Mel, talking about, yeah, Mel tried to pay someone, we know it's Alondra, whatever her name is, $10,000 to come on the show and say that she was messing with Marsau. And she said, you know what, girl, if it was a little bit more, I probably would have did it. But girl, that's not what you said on the reunion. You just said on Carlos King that Mel tried to pay her $10,000, but I'm about to show y'all how Tisha be lying. Look at this.
Mel tweeted it, and then the girl called me because her and Mel was best friends.
I have the phone call records, I have the text messages, I have the recording of her saying it. She said Mel offered to pay her $5,000 to come on the show to say, and she was like, I ain't gonna lie, she was like, had it been a little bit more, I probably would have done that, but she was like, $5,000 not worth it.
So let me be.
Tisha, you know you done messed up, right? You ain't even remembering your lies. You just said on the reunion, Mel tried to pay Alonda, allegedly Alonda, $5,000 to come on the show and say she was messing with Marsau. But then on Carlos King, now you done put dubs on it and said that she tried to pay the chick $10,000. Which one is it? It's like you can't even keep up with your lies. The truth don't change. Like Mel said, the truth don't change. It remains the same. So I think it's funny that all the stuff y'all been projecting on Mel is really on y'all. And it's just so funny how Martell always tries to come out and back up Mel. I feel like he's trying to get on Mel Good's side or something, because he always does this where he likes to back up what Mel says, but he wants to be Mel enemy at the same time, like make it make sense. But Kimmy, you are going out sad. I can't believe the energy you had for Mel last night. We're going to talk about that in another video. It's like you're mad at the wrong people. Y'all are mad at the wrong people. Y'all need to be mad at your man, not at the side chicks. And what you mad at Mel for asking questions just because you're old ass ain't gonna ask nothing because you just so eager to have a husband? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But Kimmy been giving this energy because you remember a couple years ago when Mel tried to ask Kimmy, you know, you don't have a problem with your husband going on trips with Martell when you know what Martell be doing, you know Martell be cheating. And Kimmy and Tisha be saying, they be rehearsing the same lines. I trust my husband. I trust my husband. Mel was like, well, you trust who he's with? You don't think about who he's with? Talking about Martell, because Martell just came out with all his cheating and stuff. And Kimmy over there in her confessional talking about, Mel just think everybody's cheating. This was years ago. I'm not talking about this week. This was years ago. She's like, Mel just think everybody's cheating because that was her situation. So now she just thinks everyone is cheating. No, girl, maybe Mel has common sense. And maybe you need to open up your eyes. Like, Kimmy, you are too old and too grown with all these big ass stupid words. You and Maurice, y'all pissed me off last night on that episode because Maurice, you just throwing words out there that don't even make no sense about Melody. Get the hell out of here. Anyways, back to Kimmy. So Melody tried to tell her, like, you don't mind him going on a guy's trip with Martell? And Martell said in this interview last night with the side chick, he's like, that's what we do. As men, that's what we do. We cover for each other. He basically saying that's what we do. We go out of town, we smash chicks, we cover for each other. We have each other send the chick money so there's no paper trail. He said it. He said it, Kimmy. So what else? It's like, I know y'all want to believe Martell is lying, but just maybe your husband is lying. Like, come on.
Well, can I ask you a question, Kimberly? Sure. Kimberly Scott. Yes. When your husband says that he's going out of town with Martell, that don't make you ever think or feel no kind of way? Considering the past and the history. It doesn't, you know? Well, like, I trust my husband. I was like okay with the trip. I think guys need guy time, but if I can't trust my husband to take a guy's trip, then we like in a bad place. It's like who the guy you going with.
I love how Mel always sips tea after she just drops, you know, some facts. But yeah, are you slow, Kimmy? You're not worried about your husband going out of town with Marsau and Martell after Martell been, you know, admitting that cheating with chicks all over town, and Marsau dropping pictures of them hanging out with side chicks? Like, that's what Melody's trying to tell you. You're not worried about him going on a guy's trip with Martell? Like, open y'all eyes, Kimmy and Letitia. I know y'all about to have a sad Christmas because I know stuff's going to be clicking, but y'all going to stand by y'all man. But I know it got to be clicking right now. Like, dang. But you know what? They probably both know because that's the only thing that makes sense, because there's no way they just think their husband is cheating. Ain't no man staying out late at night and not cheating. No man is staying out till 4 a.m. and not cheating. Point blank, period. But tell me what y'all think down below. Do y'all think that that girl really was with Marsau, or do you think she lying? I want to know. Tell me down below. Talk to me. I talk back. See y'all on the next one.